Welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm back from the dead. Vegan Crypto here. The crypto man who happens to be vegan. Hope you all are well. Whoever watches later, if anyone, probably 33 of you. Wasn't gonna jump on here, but I was listening to a couple things. I'm like, well, why don't I jump on? Why the hell not? So, is the bull market here? Well, there's definitely a bullish feeling, but I will tell you that bullish feeling is from us, right? We are short minded and we forget about what we've been through since, March, April. Nothing wrong with that. But there's no one back besides us. Just take that into account. The volume speaks for that. We got to 100 and some billion, a couple times here and there. But, over the weekend it was pretty low, but a good weekend. More buyers and sellers. But it's still the same players. It's still us. Still C90. Metal, Skull, me. Your hero, BitBoy and George and Altcoin Daily. All your boys. No, it's the same community, right? Just we've had some good news come our way. Meaning, hey Skull, I just mentioned you. Hey. So I was just commenting that, the bull run is not here. But we have some positive flow. I mean, we got the 50 basis point reduction as we wanted, right? Everyone thought that would maybe be a panic. If it was a month and a half ago, it would have been a panic sell off of that. But time heals all the wounds. So the 50 basis points was just like beautiful. Now the market's going to expect that. Most likely, even though Fed Powell, I was listening to George today saying he's going to do 50 points and 50 points and 50 points. No. What Powell said is 50, 25, 25 is the goal, which is what he would like. Data will change that. Real bad data, it will be 50 basis points. Bad data on the other, and I mean, that's unemployment and stuff like that. And, interest rates coming down more, but a little tick up in interest rates and tick down in unemployment rates, he may do nothing. I don't see that. I think a pivot is here. I think it's 25, but who the hell knows? It will change with the economic data. I can tell you if we get good numbers that hurt us, the market will dump off. How are you? I have been a little off the crypto world. I am building an e-commerce brand. Nice. Stressful. Yeah. You know what? Just hang in there. You've done the right things. You're DCAing. Just enjoy the little green that we're having. It's nice to see. All the Benki I've been buying is doing good. The Proppy hasn't paid off yet, but I can tell you, as I saw the other day, I've bought it all the way down to, I should have bought it under $1, but I was scared that it broke the resistance. But it's back. It's not doing well. It's at $1.03, but I just been buying it to lower my average, and it's paid off. Not yet. I'm in the red. But that and Marlin and a ton of other things, Injective, Cody is paying off. Velodrome, not yet. Aerodrome, I kind of wish I didn't sell it, but what are you going to do? You can't look back at that. But I bought it at 30 cents. I'm not buying it at 90 some cents. Not happening. But, I've been DCing all along in certain ones, and the AVAX, I knew I just had to jump in at $20. I wish I bought more. Don't have near enough, but I have a nice amount. But not near enough. I should have put in about 20 grand. I would have been happy. I just wasn't in that mindset. I was in 5K here, 3K there for certain things. That's where my mindset was. Benki, I buy $25 at a time to lower my average. It might be $1,000 worth or $300 worth, but it's $25, $10 continuously. And I don't get eaten up on commissions because I have Coinbase One. So it's just continuous buying, and it's lowered my average. Same with Injective. Injective, I started buying Injective in the 30s, even though I watched it go up from like $2 all the way up to 50 some dollars. But because I've been DCing, it's lowered my entry to like $23 or something like that. And it's like $22 right now. So, I mean, the DCing, as I always said, works. If you have confidence in the project and you have confidence that it's going to go down and it doesn't bother you, and you have confidence that it will eventually go back up. Aerodrome finally playing again. Yeah, I know. I do regret selling that, but you can't live in regret. Even Polyswarm that I sold off made a big play up, but their volume's horrible. But I'm pretty happy with my portfolio now. What we need is just to keep the momentum, because it could switch, either way. But it does, like I've been saying for about a month, it's got a different feel to the market right now. No one's back besides us. It is just us. It is just the old school people, the people who've been in the market all along. And when I say all along, that could have been a year, it could have been 6 months, but it's the same people, right? There might be newbies here and there, but I'm talking of significance. There's no retail. There's no major players coming in. There's really nothing on the news. It's good that we're at 62, 63, 64. We hit 64,000 with Bitcoin and all that. But until we keep going up, we forget, we need to get through 74, 75,000 on our way up for shit to really get in our favor. Along that way, as we go up to 64,000, we maintain, we build a bottom there, then 65, 66, 67, because we'll probably see some pretty big rejection at 69, 70K. Alts will follow. It's not like only Bitcoin's going to go up. It's not true. Alts will follow, not in a crazy way, but some of them, like Karad, I was going to buy, didn't. It's up like 30, 40% overnight. So you're going to have those fun plays in there. That's why I'm diversified. That is why I'm diversified, because some, like AIOZ, is not going crazy and Ondo's not going crazy, but they're up and they're doing well. They're up way over where I bought them and they're green. That's what we want. Renee, put if simp for All-Star has been hotel. I don't know what that means. It's hard for me to see. If you simp for All-Star has been hotel. I just don't know what that means. Chuck, hi. Your YouTube is hacked now. Okay. Prince, your YouTube is hacked now. I don't know what that means. My YouTube is hacked? So be it. Is it Skull? Is my YouTube hacked? Anyways, for you watching, I guess I'm hacked. I don't know what to tell you. What can you do? What can you do? Yeah, I won't. I don't mind anyone. It's all good. Look at that cute dog. So I like what I'm seeing. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling waking up with many things green. For the people like you, Skull, myself, who've been DCAing all along, I haven't been recommending that for people who can't take the heat, but you can take the heat. I can take the heat. It's worth it in the long run for most of the projects that we're in. Not all of them. How the bull run works is many of the projects you have, if you're pretty diversified like I am, will go up and the other ones will go down or stay stagnant, and you'll be like, oh my God, I got to get out of these and get into the ones that just pumped. And then you go into the ones that just pumped and you miss the pump. And then you're buying on the sell-off and the profit taking. It's a weird cartoon from the internet. Oh, gotcha. I think I'm old. Remember, I'm pretty technology experienced, but I don't know the stuff that my kids know in regards to anime and what's cool and mainstream for the most part. But, I'm pretty happy with Proppy. I'm hoping that it gets some steam. I want it to get, some steam behind it because it's really not. It's been on a downward. Most people probably would not advise buying Proppy the way it's been trending down. That's when I wanted to buy it. And I'm hoping it does get some steam. I love the tokenomics of it. Do I think it's an incredible project? No. Do I think it's kind of the only one doing what it's doing? Yes. That's why I'm in it. It's not like I have a fortune in it. I think I got 5K in it, something like that. So nothing that will break me if it goes down, and nothing that will probably, goes up to, it's 5K every buck it goes up. So if goes up to $5 or $10, I'm a happy man. And with 100 million circulating supply, not very hard if the RWA narrative gets strong again. And we're seeing some pop up, like I said, with Ondo and AIOZ. AIOZ should be at $1. It's not following the AI trend right now, it's really more of a D pin. But I like it. I want it to load up more, but when I'm in it at penny, and I did buy last April, March, something like that, some of it at 70 cents, so I didn't want to kill my in. even though I believed in buying it more in the high 30-cent area. I probably should have, but I've got enough of it. I was really loading up on some more safer plays. I was still buying some risky stuff like Proppy and Benki and a few others, but like I said, I loaded up on some big dogs like Avalanche. Wish I should have bought it, in the bear market, but I just didn't. I'm good at $20. Like I said, Injective I do like, with 100 million there too. Token supply, that hitting $100 in my view, that's my play. Hits $100, I'm in good shape. So I'm not asking for the world. Yeah, you're holding prop. Yeah, there's, like I said, it's been a good, what was it, yesterday or something? It just popped up to like $1.08 or $1.09 with nothing. I know that's not much, but it just shows you if we get into a bull market, and we all know what it's going to take, 170 billion minimum a day, getting past 75,000 in Bitcoin, and being consistent and finding finding support there, then we will be off to the races. And alts, something like a Proppy going from $1 to $4 in 2 weeks will be nothing. You know what I mean? It'll literally be nothing. Proppy going from $1 to $1.90 in 1 day will be nothing. That's what it does. Like I said, with, that circulating supply, it makes it so much easier to pop. I'll give you an example. I bought a bunch of Aave, not near enough, in the bear market. And I was telling everyone, to get like a $4 million circulating supply, and it's a good project. Look how it's taken off. It's like $1 or 170 right now. I should have put $100 grand into it. I didn't. Instead, I got like, I don't know, 10 grand, something. Nothing huge. Excuse the lawnmower coming up here. But something like Aave has been killing it when other things have been getting, it's been outperforming, yeah, hold on. Outperforming everything, really, on the big boys. Outperforming Solana, outperforming Bitcoin, Ethereum. Ethereum's done very well. I knew Ethereum was a good buy at 2,100, but for me to make that worthwhile, I'd have to buy like $20,000 worth, and I just did not feel like that with ETH. Though it would have been a great buy. And it just shows you the way ETH has moved. Everyone says it's dead. I'm not a lover of ETH, but it is what it is. It's a big cap for a reason, and for it to reach, if we get into a bull market, $5 grand, no problem. People are calling, 15, 20,000. I don't see that. But it could reach, I think 10 is pushing it, but my call for ETH, and I don't like to do predictions, but if I do own a little of it, but if I was an owner of a ton of it, which I won't be, I sold the majority of it last bull run, 5K for sure, 6, 7, maybe, I don't know. 5K for sure. If I was a betting man. But I am hearing just a lot of bullshit from your typical YouTuber, so be careful with that if you guys listen to them. I know, Skull, you don't get sucked in, but there's a lot of, all season is here. What? It's not here. I have to say the biggest scammers of all are on the Banter channel. Oh my God. The shit they shill. Today I was listening to Rand talking about Alex Becker's and Elio Trades, project that they're working on, not Superverse, which would have been a great buy at 50 cents. I was thinking of buying it and I didn't, and now it's like 90 something. Just as a scalp to buy it, but what are they paying Rand? He is such a scumbag, that guy. Stupid, he is not. Smart as hell he is. But he is such a scumbag. Sniper clubs and just whale clubs. Oh my God. Makes me just I would kill to do karate combat with Rand, but I'd rather do full-on MMA. I can't box, I'm short. Let me take him to the ground and choke his ass out within 5 seconds. Watch him anymore. Just me. Oh my God, he is a guy that is literally obsessed with crypto. He has every chart and everything. I recommend his channel. Crypto Guru. Okay, I'll check him out for sure. Well, thank you. I should make more videos, and I will. When I've been so damn busy with life, and I don't want to like just get on here and say the same old thing, because I'm not going to sit around and do a ton of research. I used to. I know what I want to buy. I'm in all the projects that I want to get in. There's, I have a ton of cash on the side if I want to get into more in the bull run. I'm waiting for the bull run for that, or a project to really pop out for me to jump on. If we had a big sell-off and Avalanche crashed down from, I think it's $27 right now to like 21, 22, I'd buy a crap load of it. I don't think I'll see it. Again, there'd have to be a significant sell-off of the market for Avalanche to do that. I think Avalanche is going to be in the 30, if we keep heading up, $33 in no time. That's where it belongs, in a bearish type of market and an upward trend. It belongs in the $37 to $39 range, and eventually $100 and beyond. My opinion, that's why I own it. I can't predict the future. These are just when I speak about prices, it's where I want to sell it. If anyone ever goes to me, hey, where's this going to go? I'm going to say, I have no idea. Now, if it's something I own, I can tell you where I think it's going to go, meaning that's where I would like to sell it. And what is the basis of knowing where it's going to go to that price? None. I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. Nobody does. I listen to these idiots who say, oh, it's going to go to $50 and it's at like $3 now. Wouldn't you, if you were so confident that something was going to like 100x, wouldn't you take a mortgage on your house, take out all these loans, put in $1 million and sit back and wait for that day? No, they don't, because they don't have a clue and they're just lying. So my price predictions are never price predictions. They're where I want to sell it. It's where I would like to feel comfortable selling a little, getting out a little, right? If I got 100,000 or something, maybe I get out of 30,000 there, right? AIOZ. God willing, if that gets to like, I would, once it gets to $1 again, which I hope it does, I will be a happy guy. Am I going to sell any at $1? Not one penny. Not one penny. I have to wait until the you see where the market is, right? Anyone who, it's always a good thing to know you're out before you get in, but there's and I have that on certain projects. AIOZ is not one of them. I can tell you this, AIOZ and all of my crypto except for Bitcoin, I will sell this hopefully next year when I think it's the top, right? So if I can make $10 million, I will take out 8 million and keep 2 million in and buy whatever I think at that time, just to try to play with. Stephanie, hi. Welcome. Good to see you. Listen, I just watch you. Well, I appreciate that. So me too, bro. I have been under a lot of stress because Q4 is coming already. I know. Can you believe it? And business is down. That's like a bulk run for e-commerce stores. Oh, yeah, it is. So you do what you got to do. If you have some money, it's not a bad time to, I think you bought Proppy higher. It might be a good time, not total advice, but, to maybe buy in a little more if you have confidence in it, with your average buy-in. Try to manage your stress, right? I've had a ton of stress going on with, a family member of mine's very sick and a couple other things. And business is kind of slow and the company's doing a couple weird things. So there's things like that. And I don't like the way the economy is going right now. I think being an election year and interest rates finally coming down, I think manufacturing is struggling and people are waiting until next year to cut POs to my distributors. So it's tough right now. Manage your stress. Go work out. Eat correctly. All the things that you know. Don't eat shit. Don't drink alcohol. Want to smoke pot? That's one thing. Get the bad stuff out of your life. Manage your stress. Work out every single day. Start your morning off with a nice cold glass of water. Get yourself in the sun. Breathe deeply in your nose when you're feeling stressed. Double breaths in your nose. Hold it out your mouth. Do that 30 times, 20 to 30 times. You'll feel like a new person. Concentrate on the good stuff. The stress is going to be there. Try to let it go. If there is a problem, Skull, and you could do something about it, there's no need to worry. If you have that same problem and there's nothing you can do about it, worrying will do you no good, okay? Meaning, don't let your health decline over the stress. Do what you can. I know it's your business and everything, but you're not doing yourself any good by overloading yourself with stress. The thing is, in the new brand is being profitable. I hired a guy to manage the ad since now I have more stores. Oh yeah, yes. It's now AK shit about fire this guy because he is avoiding questions and not meeting expectations. Okay, so if you need help with that, let me know. I hire distributors, salespeople, all that type of stuff. Hire and fire all the time. If you need help on that, I'm happy to do that. Set goals for him. If he's not meeting the expectations, you need to have them written out to him. This is what I want you to do. You have 30 days or 60, give him 30 or 60 days, or just fire him if it's truly not working out. If you don't think there's going to be legal action against you, you can just fire him. If he's not working out, go with your gut instinct. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. Don't give him a chance to F up your business. It's your business. So if he's not the right dude, goodbye. Or gal, goodbye. Don't let your business suffer. If you're already thinking this, you know what's up. So if he's not doing the expectations, and you think he can, if you think he can do the job, he's just not maybe doing all the right steps, set the expectations for him, put them in writing, get it to him. This is what I expect from you. This is what I need from you. And this is what you have to do. If not, goodbye. Hey, you know what? It's just not working out. I had thoughts that you were going to be able to do this and that, and I'm not seeing the results, and end it. Cut clean. And if he's avoiding questions with you, he's got to go. Got to go. You can't afford to have someone representing your business and not doing what you need from him and not meeting expectations, or even if he's avoiding questions with you, that's a red flag, man. Go with your gut. Always have to go with your gut. So I think I literally did the ads strategy in 10 minutes, jeez. Yeah, if you can do, there's good people out there. You'll find the right person then, Cut him clean, be patient with hiring someone and be selective, Give him a couple interviews when you talk to this person. Give him some very thought-provoking questions. Really look into their resume and what they've done and their accomplishments, and then make the decision to hire them then. Anyone on here with any questions? Regards to the market, I think, I'm liking what I'm seeing, but, things switch on a dime. Remember, we're in a little euphoric green stage of things turning around a little bit and the Fed meeting. This is not a bull market, but I'm not being negative. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm hoping, my fingers are crossed, because, you'll see people say, oh, September's horrible, this and that. That's just to show you how stupid and bullshit all those things are. Oh, history tends to rhyme, not necessarily repeat itself. Well, the market is the market. People are always like October, November, and December. You know what that means? It's always bullish and great. It may be, but there's also sell-offs in December for tax write-offs. Remember that too. But I'm not saying it won't be good. I'm hoping if we keep up this good vibe and momentum and volume starts to come in, we have to at least be over 110 billion a day or 100 billion a day during the week to have some movement. If we're at 40, 50, 60 billion, no way. We could trend up slowly, but it's not a bull run. Until that volume goes up, until we break through, we are just kind of trending. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. We just have to realize where we're at. We can't be so short-minded and forget where we've been for literally 4 years or so. You know, we had our little pre-ETF run-up. We had a nice Christmas, January, February, March last year. You know, February. Yeah, March too. I mean, March, I watched my PNG go from freaking 8 cents or something to like 80 some cents. I was up like a few $100,000 on it. I ended up like making 10 grand on it, I believe. It was like when I sold it. So we just had that but it shows you where we will go when the money comes in and the hype. I mean, look at Karat. Look at a couple things that exploded overnight the last couple days. That's how quick we will move. But we're not necessarily there. You're going to have your sporadic moves. But if we keep trending like this, and it's going to take Bitcoin really flying up to get people's attention, to get hopefully the ETFs moving again. But note this as well. There's probably going to be some shit coming out like Germany selling another $100 billion worth or whatever it may be, or Grayscale. You know, when we do pop up like that, there might be a lot of whales, a lot of miners, a lot of countries and some FUD coming out selling Bitcoin, which, you know, what goes up extremely fast comes down harder. So always, how did I go from 10 people watching to one person in like 5 seconds? Damn, that's weird. Maybe I read this wrong. Who knows? I think we just got to see what happened. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that bull run already started. Yeah, it hasn't. I mean, I'm seeing a ton of people who I don't necessarily care for say I was wrong about the bull run. It never started. I was wrong. Look, we can argue about semantics, not you and me, but we haven't been in a bull run. That's just not my, I'll give it, that's my opinion, but I've been in the market long enough to know that the stock market's been a fairly decent bullish run. I mean, I've done incredible in it, but crypto has not. The majority of us are underwater from where we bought in Jan, Feb, March, April, May, and some of them from the last bull market. I mean, I'm down tremendously on ADA, Polygon, AMP, Alchemy Pay, Basic Attention Token. I'm down like $50,000 on a Basic Attention Token. All it's got to do is get to 76 cents, and I can get my money out. But we do have to wait and see what happens. We can't like fully jump in on anything, but there's nothing wrong with DCAing. We just have to expect the unexpected always. It will be okay. But with you, Skull, just chill. Your business needs to be priority. I think a little here and there on crypto, you'll be fine. If you have any questions for me, I'm on it. In regards to new projects, I can maybe help. I don't know. There's some I've been looking at that when they get listed on Coinbase and they just don't look favorable. So I haven't been jumping on. I think I should stop in regards to projects, newer projects, and just stay like I sold out of 3 or 4 projects. Stacks I sold out of 2. I mean, there's a few I sold out of that I won't jump back in on because they're too high now. Do I regret? No. I mean, I do regret Aerodrome. There's a couple others that I kind of wish I didn't, but I allocated the funds. I bought Proppy with. I bought other things. And then I have that cash sitting and waiting to deploy. So I just wait and see. And so when I do deploy that cash, and like if everyone who's listens to this has listened to me, and you've been like just saving up dry powder, and I listen to so many people who I'm just like, I have no dry powder. YouTubers, I have no dry powder. I wish I had money. I never understood people who say that. They have a crypto YouTube channel, yet they're 100% in. You should never be 100% in crypto. If you have 100K to invest, you should be about 60, 70K in it, and then have 30K in cash. If you have 10K, you should be, maybe 8K invested or 9K and 1K waiting on sidelines, because you're not going to get rich that way unless you get really lucky. So you're constantly building up dry powder, because when we do get in a bull run, we will have major dips. There will be FUD out. There will be, Harris won, and all of a sudden there's a huge sell-off, or maybe not. The big thing now is they're talking about, oh my God, she mentioned crypto and all that. Not really. You can't believe her, and you certainly can't believe Trump, who's coming out with the shit coin. It's, and we hear he doesn't even know anything about crypto. It's just once he gets into office and he gets his ass handed to him by the banks, he'll do whatever they say. It's banks that give him the loans for his fraudulent hotels and golf courses, so on and so forth. Not crypto companies. They might be donating. I mean, if they were smart, they would do that, not just donating to campaigns. Invest with the Trump family or Harris or whatever into their businesses. That will get you the favors, but I don't know who's going to win. And at this point, I just don't even pay attention to any of that. I hear what some of the things, but I'm not getting sucked down that hole again. Buying my list of ones. How many do you have in diversification wise? How many? Do you have 5? Do you have 10, 15? I'm curious how diversified you are, because I know you, like me, have been buying over the last year or so. Quite a bit. I mean, me over the last few years, but I just started this channel like, I don't know, December or something. And I'm heavily diversified, and I'm extremely happy about it. Extremely. There's things like Axelar and a few other things that are down significantly, but I'm not that heavy in them. A couple, many of these I just have a few $1,000s in, because you can't have a ton of money in all of them. So there's some, if I got $3,000 in something at $1 and it goes to $10, it's $30K. I'll take it. We've held on to them so long, it's going to be long-term capital gain, so it's not going to be an issue. So how many do you have? Do you know? Don't have to tell me exactly, but I'm just curious. We need some like big news to come out to really take us to the next level. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's okay. I have like 40. I think, I think I sold off maybe a little less, maybe 30, high 30s. Like I said, I sold off Polyswarm, Graph. I sold off. I don't care about that, but I sold off Arrow, and I sold off Stacks. So 4 on like the third, I think like the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of July, something like that. We were doing a major crash. Wish I held on to Arrow. Wish I held on to Stacks, but I'm okay with it. I don't think Arrow is going to do like that amazing, but I mean, it could be $5 or $10. That's where I saw it going. But I just was, I needed to get out of some just to make me feel better. It wasn't a panic sell. It was just like, I got to, when I see ones that like went up to $2, I own it 30 cents and went up to $2 and I end up selling it at like 42 cents on the way down. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's not a 50% drop. Or Stacks, I was up, I don't know, a couple $100K at one point. It was ridiculous. I owned below $1 and I sold it at like $1.30 or something. I mean, it's just stupid. So it was frustrating to me. And I thought, the truth of the matter is I thought it would keep going down. And did I say, PNG I sold as well, which I'm okay with. That was fine. It's just frustrating that it was up so much. It went up so quickly and I was up a good amount of money and didn't take advantage of that, because I thought we were just beginning. I think it popped up in March, like I said. And I thought those were the first few to show, and everything started, you could say we technically had a little mini bull run, but I think it was just us old timers and some newbies getting in and driving up the price in anticipation of the ETF. Arrow, Hondo, Proppy, UBX, yeah, Clearpool, AVAX, yes, yeah. AIOZ, we got to get that back up. I will be one happy guy when we get to $1 again. That at Hondo. I mean, I have a hell of a lot more Arrow than Hondo, but I have a good amount of Hondo. But Arrow, I'm sorry. I'm talking AIOZ, I mean, at a penny, that's my first buy-in. Hurt my average a little, like I said, buying it higher, because I thought March, April last year, I'm like, we're looking good. So I was deploying capital like a freaking crazy man. I mean, what was I doing? I was doing 20,000 a month easily of buying. So I'm down on many, like a huge amount, and in some, like the Ondos or Arrow, which my first buy-in at Ondo was 27 cents. Then the majority of it was 21 cents. Then I bought some at 73 cents. So I was buying all the way up. I'm in the money on it, but, I want to see them all get back to their highs. But, who doesn't want to see that? But not too fast. I want to see Bitcoin go up, and then everything else will follow. Because that, if we have the alts go crazy, that's nice, but that's not what's going to really spark the market. It's Bitcoin. Bitcoin's got to bust it out, and that will bring in I'm trying to figure out what that is. That'll bring in the excitement outside of crypto, meaning people who aren't in it. You'll start hearing it, and then that equals FOMO, and that equals newbies and more investors coming in, meaning companies get involved then. The ETFs get more pumps. Companies start allocating, maybe Apple, Facebook, all the, Amazon. Once all that hype starts again, the FOMO, then retail, then when you start seeing the celebrities getting into it and doing all this stupid shit in commercials, that's when you think about selling. That's when you think about it. Yeah, Render, I was thinking of buying some the other week. Benki I have so much of. Yeah, Goldfinch. Goldfinch I owned it at $1. I kept wanting to buy more, but the way I was seeing the volume skull, whenever I see the volume in the hundreds of thousands, it just turns me off. And then, meaning, then I can't buy it. It's a mental thing. Though I do think Goldfinch will do good. I love their tokenomics. I think total supply is around 100 million. I believe there's maybe 40 million circulating currently. So I like Goldfinch. If the RWA narrative comes back, it'll do phenomenal. It'll do better than Ondo because the tokenomics. Ondo has quite a bit coming into play in January, as we all know. But if we're in the heat of the bull market, hopefully, it won't affect it too much. But it will slow it down a little bit. And I mean, just a little. If we're in the heat of the bull market and there's some good Ondo news and maybe BlackRock starts talking about them, maybe they won't. They probably won't. They'll talk about their own thing. It'll still pop up even with the token unlocks. But I mean, I don't know if it's $1 billion or 1.4 billion being released. It's significant. And that's not great because it's already like 1.4 billion. So something like Goldfinch that might get another 60, 70, 80 million release, something like that. That's nothing compared to 1.4 billion. I'm trying to buy more cryptos that are in cents. Yeah, or Aerodrome. Yes, I like that. The problem with like Benki, which I love and I have too much of, they move in increments of pennies, and that sucks. You don't see Ondo move in 73.1, 73.0123, you know what I mean? That's the shitty thing about Benki and a bunch of those other small caps. But God, if we could get something pumping, if Avalanche really does well, hopefully Benki will follow and we'll be in good shape. I'll be a happy man. If that could get to $1, I'd be ecstatic. If it could get to 30, 40 cents, I'd be perfectly happy as well. Yeah, I mean, how can you, I don't know. It's a risk. Know that it's a risk. I don't see the only way I'll lose money on Benki is if Coinbase delists it, then we're screwed. But if not, I've got a lot in it right now, and I'm a little underwater in it. That's why I've been DCing like crazy, because I'm bringing down my average. My average at one point was below $0.01, but I bought so much in the 2.5 cent area that it made my buy-in, I think, 160 something, 0.01660, which sucks, especially when it was originally under $0.01, but it is what it is. But I just want to see that like get to it, and that's got a not a great circulating supply, like 4.6 billion. So, you know, and AMP just killed me. I don't remember. They have like 80 billion released now. I'm fucked on that. I have a ton of money in it, and I need that to go to 6.5 cents to break even, get my money out, which is quite a bit of money, 100 and some thousand. Yes, I'll cry. Because that happened with Koval, and I was up a ton of money on that, and I ended up making money, but I mean, not near as much. And that's toast. It's done. It's done. It's a kiss of death. A kiss of death. And unfortunately, it's not the kiss of greatness anymore when they list something, because they've listed so many. It used to be when they only had like 4 coins, 4 projects, they would list something and it would just shoot up, and you had, last bull run, it was unbelievable. That's when I got into AMP. That's when I got into Alchemy Pay, and I was up a ton of money on it, and I rode it all the freaking way down. But what can you do? Literally, I was watching it when Alchemy Pay, 11 cents to 20 cents, 11 cents, and I bought it in 11 cents, and it went up to 21 cents. I didn't sell it, and then boom, 2 cents for the whole bear market. But comes with the territory. If you can, that's the thing why you have to be diversified. Then you can handle when you lose 100K or 30K. I got some that, then I'm down 10K on 15K. Because of your diversification in good stuff, the risky stuff that are cooked, that maybe you can only sell for $500, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, but it's still way under where you bought it. It's okay. Because number one, it's a tax write-off on your profits, and you can handle it because, the 30K you lost here is okay compared to the 60K you made here, right? So that 30K loss will help you on your taxes, and it's not so painful because you made money, right? Now, if you have all in one project or 2 projects, right? You got money in Bitcoin and you have money in Koval, and you had like 10K or 1K or 100K in Koval, and now you're screwed on that and you just have Bitcoin. That's painful. Or 2 shitty coins, 2 meme coins or something. It's just that's a hard pill. That's a hard one. So any questions for me, brothers and sisters? Watch the market. Don't go all in on anything is my advice. You DCA here and there and there. You DCA constantly on a project instead of going all in. The time to go all in is when we're in a bull market. I don't listen to anyone. With that, you buy in the bear market and you buy in the bull market. When something's trailing up, you buy. You don't buy. Try not to buy it at the top, but you never know when it's the top. Just because something pumps 50% does not mean it's not going to pump another 200%. Will there be a sell-off here and there? Yes. But if there's great news on a project, let's say AVAX gets unreal news and this and so on and so forth, and it pumps from $27 to $35, and the volume's huge, and you're going to wait for a retracement back down to $30, you might be buying in at $40. Have you seen the news? What news? I've been talking to you, no news. Some people are selling NVIDIA stock. Oh, that blows. That'll kill I don't blame them taking profits, but that'll hurt our AI narrative. When you say some people, institutions, is there some negative news? Oh, to buy okay. I got no issue with that. Might hurt the AI narrative a little bit, but we'll be okay. That makes sense. Did you just read that or something? I like it. Yeah, I haven't looked at the market. If you're looking at the market, where's BTC? In the 63,000 area still? And Google. Oh, I got a delivery from Amazon. It might be my bald head shaver. Trying out bald head shaver. Okay, yeah, you never know what's real. You never know. Hey, I don't want to see the video get killed at all, but for it to go into Bitcoin, I'm good with it. That I just don't want to see AI sell off in crypto for selfish reasons that you and I have. I freaking love AIOZ. And I have another play in there, like I said, Shadow, which is I've taken a beating on, which I love their project. It's very similar. It's deep in, but I'm killed on it. And that's one I'm not DCAing on. And I'm very long in it at $1.20 something, $1.30, I think was my first buy-in. It's like at 30 cents. And why I haven't been DCAing in it is exactly what I just said before on Goldfinch. The freaking volume's been in the 100K. So, 3, 4, 5, 600K. And what my mind tells me then is I'm scared that it's dead. Not dead, but it's hard to come back. Now, I've seen projects like Koval a long time ago. It was 300, 400K. And then all of a sudden, volume typically. And then after, one day it was like 7 million. And it went from like 2.5 cents to like 7 cents in a day. Right back down. So it doesn't mean much. It's just a psychological thing for me. And I'm in it fairly deep. And I just don't know, I don't like their marketing. They even say that they're not good marketers. And that scares me because it's all about hype. It's not necessarily about utility. We know that. Close to 83%. I will buy. Yes, absolutely. Billionaires are selling NVIDIA stock and buying an index fund that is sort of, okay. I'll have to look into that. Do I do TA Notorious? No. I mean, I used to. I'm not a huge, I'm a believer in support and resistance, not in a bull and bear market. Because what happens is, and I was a TA trader in regards to equities for a long time. I used to trade options a long time ago. Made a ton of money. I remember buying Apple stock at $7 in 1997. I have the card still for it. I bought calls on it, options. So TA, I'll look at that, but no, I don't buy into that. I've been in the market too long. If I'm a trader, yes. I'm not a trader. I'll do trades here and there, but it's usually high dollar value, which I think will do well overnight. I'll buy like 300K worth of something and sell it. If it goes up, like I'll buy something at like 4 pennies or something, or 2 pennies, and I'll sell it at 3 pennies, where I, get 50% of my money and sell it. Rarely, I do that maybe once or twice a year, and I'll do a little of that in the bull market. But TA is good to look at. I don't buy into that typically, though. I look at the support and resistance, but in a bull, in a rally, in a crash, it blows through all that crap. It's all a load of shit in my mind. People swear by it. If you're a day trader, it's fine. If you're a holder like me, it means nothing. It's good to know support and resistance, but it doesn't technically hold up, to give you a TA analogy there. Approved option. Yeah, I saw the options in BTC. So I hope that helps you, Notorious. But there's plenty of channels who will offer that. I look at it, like I said, but I'm not one who, like Crypto Face or many of these others, that will sit and believe in that. I just don't. I just don't. And I think it's okay if you do. But for long-term holders like me, and when I say long-term, that could be a week, and it could be 5 or 6 years. I've had XRP and Bitcoin since 2016. That's a long-term, that's a long-term holder. But I do sell, but rarely is it a day, I was a day trader and that type of stuff in the equities market, like I said, years ago. I think there's nothing wrong with looking at that. Contributed massively, China, Russia. Yeah, I know. I think there will be FUD, but let's see what happens. Might so if they can do type of rug pull. Yeah, that's true. We don't need any more rug pulls. I think institutions. Right. More institutions. I was listening to Bill Maher, and he's anti-crypto because he doesn't understand it. It's like a Howard Stern or all these other people who just don't get it. And he's reading an article about how Trump is into shitcoin, and he mentioned Harris, and then talking about reading some digital. What did he say? He said, he goes, I don't know what that stands for. And then he said it. I mean, it's like scary. All these people who have no idea. And, the majority of crypto is, it's a little fictitious. I mean, it's bullshit, but there's so many projects that aren't. The top ones are not. They're not necessarily active, but there's building on them. And eventually it will happen. The majority of them will be gone and new ones will replace them. But the people who don't understand it, I mean, there's a reason why institutions are involved. There's money for us to be made, and we will all make it. And for the ones who have gotten hurt with this major sell-off, which can continue on a dime, it can, but who have been hurt over the last, since March, April, May, whatever, hang in there. It is the time to, if you've been listening to me and accumulating money on the side, you'll be ready to deploy. You'll know when the time is right. Just follow the rules in regards to volume. And if Bitcoin keeps trending up and there's no FUD, there'll always be FUD along the way. Always be FUD along the way. There's no such thing as just an up bull run. And then there will be FOMO. You just hope that FOMO outweighs the FUD. Right? The FOMO is what brings people in. The FOMO is like us when we are like, oh shit, AVAX is $30. We jump in. Oh, Benki's 10 cents now. I needed to buy more. I only have 500,000 of them at 2 pennies. I want more. I know it's going to $1. That's where the FOMO begins. That's where we'll all be happy. And I will be here to tell you what I'm doing in regards to selling. I will tell you every time I sell, just to let you know, because we do not want to get caught. But we haven't even begun. I'm telling you, we have not even begun. Easy that we go into a bear market if recession gets horrible and all that, and the Fed don't keep going. Highly unlikely. All right. Life was beautiful when AVAX was... Yeah, it's going to be up there against Skull. Luke Bloom. Okay, BlackRock. Yeah. All right. I just saw the wife and one of my kids pull in. I'm going to go talk to them. They need my help. Love y'all. Be good. If you need anything from me, comment. I'll try to jump on tomorrow. If there's anything you guys want me to talk about, let me know. I will discuss it. I'll answer all questions. Please share if you will. Like if you want. Give me some more subscribers. That would be great. Got to make up for the ones I've lost. Peace. Be well.